Let's get it. Praise the Most High, family. Praise the highest. And we say the highest today because the Most High Elohim sits high over all the earth. It says in one text that the earth is his footstool. So if you have the earth as your footstool, that means you sitting high and looking low over all the creations you made and said it was good. But now it's come to a time and a place where we must give him praise and honor for who he is. Because as the text says, every knee will bow and every tongue confess that he alone is the Most High Elohim, the master of all, the creator of all. And I would say Shabbat Shalom today. And like I said before, I don't usually get out and do these recordings, but pretty much my only day off here of late, and in relaxing, I can only sit still for so long before I need to get up and get out and get some air, because this would usually be my day to get out and ride, but we're not going to get out and ride today. We're just gonna come and get us some fresh air and enjoy the Most High with these thoughts over this idea. And this idea is actually going to be a part 2 to our prior thought. And that thought was, who has really believed our report? And we're going to add to that today, which is going to be our main thought. And who has the arm of the Most High being revealed? Who has the arm being revealed? Get us a little shade. I think we're gonna sit right here because the park is actually full today, and I don't want to be distracted. This is gonna be a short idea, but it's gonna be powerful. Because as on my way over, the Most High reminded me of that full text. Let's look at this script. And we're going to read it all today. I hate I was so distracted by the heading out to the job yesterday. I couldn't get it all in, but we have plenty of time today. And it says in John 12:37-43. But although he had done so many signs before them, they did not believe in him. That the word of Isaiah the prophet might be fulfilled, which he spoke.
All right, so I'll finish beating you when, like, okay.
Adonai, who has believed our report, and to whom has the arm of the Most High been revealed? Therefore they could not believe, because Isaiah said again, he has blinded their eyes and hardened their hearts, lest they should see with their eyes, lest they should understand with their hearts and turn, so that I should heal them. These things Isaiah said when he saw his glory and spoke of him. Nevertheless, even among the rulers, many believed in him, but because of the Pharisees, they did not confess him, lest they should be put out of the synagogue, for they loved the praise of men more than the praise of the Most High. And the text says that you got to confess, as we was rolling up now, that he's the Most High. Every eye shall, every mouth shall confess that he is the Most High? And another text says, you must confess with your mouth and believe in your heart that he is Adonai, and you shall be saved. But without confession, as we spoke on another idea before, without confession, there's no salvation. Oh boy. Because you got to admit this thing before the world. You can't be ashamed of this gospel, I think as Paul said, that has changed and saved your life. And why would you be ashamed of what has saved your life? From a life of selling drugs, chasing women, stuck in sexual addictions, pornography addictions. I mean, trapped. So that's what all I saw at one time. I had to have it. Just like the old song said, gotta have it. It was a habit. And really it was what they call a stronghold. And once you have formulated a stronghold in your life, it's going to take the Most High to deliver you. And praise the Most High that he delivered me from the stronghold of alcohol addiction, drug addiction, pornography, pride, caring what people thought about me. See, that's one of the biggest that we all must come to face and have the Most High deliver us. And a nasty mouth, cussing. I used to cuss like a sailor, and I know everybody say they did. And I was amongst them. I ain't gonna say I was the best cusser in the world, but I used to cuss too. Every few words was a curse word. I ain't gonna say every other word was a cuss word. But at the same time, the Most High delivered me. And see, with me saying this, most folks would still be like, okay, no problem, good for you. I still don't believe him. I'm still not gonna confess him. And see, this is our main idea for today. Who has his arm been revealed to? Let's read that. It says, and to whom has the arm of the Adonai been revealed to? Or the Most High been revealed to? And that means you see it. You see that thing. And just like those leaders, what was it, the leaders? Rulers. Not only leaders, but the rulers. What is a ruler? One who makes the rules and holds the rules, hold you to accountable to the rules. Oh boy. So if the rulers aren't confessing the truth, then something is wrong. But what was going on, they actually saw the miracles. They saw the free fish dinners. Oh boy. The free fish sandwiches dinner with the bread and the fish. They saw all this. But when he said one thing, it said they turned away from him. He basically told them, you got to be born again. You got to be born of the blood, and you must eat of my flesh. And what they couldn't understand was they had to take his sacrifice for their own sin. The sin they committed in their body, they must take him as their sacrifice, accept his sacrifice, and be born again. But see, if they could have gotten over the misunderstanding in their own heart from what he said, and simply asking, well, Adonai, what you mean by this? But see, they didn't really want the truth in the first place. See, that was the problem. They didn't want the truth. All they wanted, like I said in the prior recording, was them free fish dinners, the free healings, everything they could get for free, and be like, get on gone. We don't want your rules. See, and that's how our forefathers were out in the wilderness. They're like, we appreciate you getting us out of Egypt, We appreciate everything you done for us, but we don't want them commands. We don't want to be held accountable for our actions. So he said in the script that he actually blinded them. Let's look at that again. He has blinded their eyes and hardened their hearts. Oh boy. Who blinded their eyes and hardened their hearts? The Most High. Unless they would understand with their hearts and turn so that he could heal them. Oh boy, what a sad story. Because he know they're not going to turn. Because he know they only want what they can get out of him. They don't want to wholeheartedly obey and serve him. This is really sad. But it's the truth. And within this truth, we have to find ourselves. Not in our own truth. We can't say, well, this is just my truth. That's who I am. Okay. Just like the saying goes, we was born into sin and shaped into iniquity. And basically what that means is you weren't born like this. You were born into it. You were born into that certain family where your uncle played with you. You were born into that family where your auntie played with you. And where your parents were actually enablers to the fact that they knew their family members weren't hitting on them. I ain't gonna cuss. But they still allowed their children to go over to their house because they wanted someone to babysit so they could go out and do their mess. Seen it 1,000 times. Or I've seen it enough to speak on it within my own family and within the families of people I hold dear and near to me. But the question is, have you seen the Most High's revealing? Have you seen him in your personal lives? See, that's what that really means. And you appreciate what he's done in your life. You can identify the salvation. You can identify him literally taking your life and turning it around, and or listening to other people with your own eyes and hearing and with your heart and saying, I remember Big Bob off them streets. That joker was mean. He was sneaky. He'll get you. He sold dope poison to our people. He won't hit on nothing. But now I see him today. I see what the Most High has done in his life, and I can't deny it. I can't lie and say I haven't seen the strong arm of the Most High revealed in his life. And see, a lot of us aren't going to see it until we get in them same trenches. Oh boy. Till we get 1 foot out of the grave and 1 foot in and 1 foot out of that grave before we cry out and say, help, I need help. That's when we're going to start being, see, that's when their hearts change. See, a lot of us, our heart won't change until we're put in a position for it to be force changed. But we don't want the Most High to say that he actually blinded their eyes. Lest they should understand with their hearts in turn. But the Most High, as we spoke on in the prior recording, which was yesterday, it said that they saw these miracles. They saw these signs done before them. It says, although he had done so many signs before them, they did not believe in him. What didn't they believe? That he was Adonai. He was the Son of the living Most High Elohim, sent to save them from their sins. And as I said, if they had simply said, well, I'm going to stick around. I done seen what this man has done to the lepers. I seen what he's done to the people with what's the word? With no leg, and he touched them and their leg grew back. I seen him pick up dirt off the ground, spit on it, and rub it on their eyes. And all of a sudden, folks could see. I seen him feed people with a few fish and a few loaves of bread, feed thousands of folks. I seen this. Now, how can I deny him and say he's not the real deal? And what I mean by the real deal is who he say he was. He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Basically, come unto me to get to the Father. But see, what coming to him means, you coming to rules and regulations. You coming to the law, the statutes, and the commands. Because he kept them himself. He kept all the traditions. And I shouldn't even say it like that. He kept all of the Most High's rules. Because you know, he only did what he saw Yahuwah tell him what to do and to say. That's all he ever did. He didn't do anything outside of himself. Just like the Ruach HaKodesh. He don't even speak of himself. He only speaks from what he hears from the Father. And see, this is our job today. We're only to say what he tells us to say and do what he tells us to do. No more and no less. Praise the Most High. But you gotta love him wholeheartedly. Because you really can't follow anybody you don't believe and love with your whole heart. So family, I say praise the Most High, who is the author and finisher of my faith and the love of my life. The one who saved me from a world of hurt. And when I say a world of hurt, I really want you to understand where I'm coming from. Because just seeing me now, you see the strong arm of the Most High. See, I don't do this too often, but that could have took me out. That could have been it. And that's that zipper, as folks would call it, from that open heart surgery. And see, when I had that major stroke, it shot out blood clots all over my body. So they had to go to each area and remove them blood clots. Or it could have gotten to my heart or into my lungs and killed me. But the Most High had another plan. And just as I was telling my customer on yesterday, I was like, he saved me. He the one that saved me. He had something in mind for my life. And the whole main point is he told me before it was going to happen. He said something was about to happen. See, he empowered our faith before it even happened. He gave us something to hold on to for that tough situation. And we held on to that word. So we have seen, my wife and myself, the strong arm of the Most High. The text says, to whom has the arm of the Most High been revealed, or the Adonai. That means you've seen him in action in your life and for your life. And me just telling that testimony should make somebody eyebrows at least perk up and be like, what this boy talking about? He done sold dope. Was on parole. Jumped parole for 5 years. Sold dope in the same place he got caught. Then took off to DC when it really got hot. called back and said, well, I want to turn myself in. And they said, don't worry about it. We're going to let you go. Free of charge. You don't even have to pay North Carolina their fees, which within itself was the miracle. A big part of the miracle, I would say. Praise the Most High. See, I give him honor and praise today, for I have seen the Most High's arm revealed in my life. And I say strong arm revealed in my life. And you have too, whether you want to admit it or not. That's just like this young lady that I did a job with a few days back. I said, how you know it's not the Most High in your ear telling you go left, right, to do this and that, and don't do this and don't do that? She said, I really don't. Because she was coming at him with the blues.